lot of people have been discussing. I've seen opinions by people like Nick Wright about this. I've seen opinions by Peter King about this. I've seen opinions by even the Commanders' defensive coordinator, Jack Del Rio, about this. Now, what I have to talk about is what was formerly known as the Tush Push, but it's now called the brotherly shove. Now, what the play is, and it is a play, it is a football play. This is not a football play, so you shouldn't be able to do it. We should ban it. Okay, it is a play. It is a play where the quarterback lines up in a jumbo formation with two guys behind him. The quarterback takes the snap, and the quarterback gets pushed by the guys behind him to get the first down or to get more yardage. Okay. The NFL's rules state that you can push someone, you can push a player with the ball, but you can't pull a player with the ball. Okay? So people don't like the fact that in 3rd-and-1 situations, 4th-and-1 situations, the Philadelphia Eagles line up in a play called the Tush Push, or they're calling it now the brotherly shove, and they're mad that the Eagles are so successful at it. In fact, I think the Eagles are something like, I think they've only not gotten it like twice using this play. They've been extremely successful at it. And one of the reasons why they are extremely successful at it is because they have a really good offensive line. The other reason is because Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. Okay? Other quarterbacks on other teams don't have good offensive lines, and they don't have quarterbacks that can squat 600 pounds. So they're not as successful at this play. That has angered many insiders, many coaches, and many whack job talking head people on hot take sports shows who have said stuff like this play should be banned because it is not a football play, it is a rugby play. Okay, let me just give you a history lesson. Let me just blatantly give you a history lesson. One of the greatest plays of all time. The play is called, I forget what the play was, but it was in the Ice Bowl between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And in the play, Bart Starr runs up the middle, doing a quarterback sneak under center for a touchdown. Now, I don't know if he got pushed, but he definitely made it in. And it was definitely a tough 1-yard play. The quarterback sneak has been every much a part of the NFL ever since the beginning. Ever since the beginning, the quarterback sneak has been there, right? We weren't having this conversation when Tom Brady would get his tush push sometimes for first downs on quarterback sneaks. No, we wouldn't, because that wouldn't make much sense. Because Tom Brady was the golden boy and the GOAT and the elite quarterback, and everybody liked it. Either you loved Tom Brady or you hated Tom Brady, and Tom Brady just happened to be a media darling. But now that the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts is doing it, Jalen Hurts is not a prototypical statue quarterback who has all these intangibles and championships, so he doesn't matter as much. Maybe it's because I can take the tinfoil hat and put it on. Maybe it's because it helps the Philadelphia Eagles and people don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know. But here's what I'm going to tell you, right? We're in a bit of a therapy session right here. For all the people who hate it, it's a football play. It's a football play. It's a football play. If you can do it on Sunday or Monday or Saturday or Thursday, it's a football play. Get over it. Learn how to stop it. Or just one more thing to say. Why don't you just do it yourself? Why don't you just use the play yourself? Why don't you take your quarterback in a jumbo formation and put two guys behind him and push your quarterback for a first down. Oh, here's why. Here's why. Because you don't have a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds. And your offensive line isn't as good as the Eagles' offensive line. So that's why you want to get rid of it. Because you can't do it. Or your favorite team can't do it. Maybe that's the reason why. Because there have been a lot of people who have wanted to ban it. They've claimed because the Eagles are so successful at it, it should be banned. But when you look at how other teams do it and how other teams fare at doing it, they're not as good at doing it. And that makes them upset. That makes them mad. Let me ask you a question. If you get rid of the tush push or the quarterback, you might as well get rid of the quarterback sneak. Now, there are a lot of people like, what's his name? King, whatever his name is, where he says they should get rid of the play because it's an eyesore. Bro, Peter King. There's literally a play in the NFL called the kneel down. The kneel down does not gain you any yards. The kneel down became a play because back in 1978, in a game between the Eagles and the Giants were winning 17-13, and it was even to the point where they were showing the ending credits. Oh, the Giants won, yay! And well, what happened was before they didn't have a kneel down thing. You handed the ball off to the running back, and if you got stopped, you got stopped. Well, the quarterback on the Giants butchered the handoff. The ball was fumbled, and it was picked up by Herman Edwards on the Eagles, and he ran it for a touchdown. So nowadays, we don't have a situation where you have to try to gain yardage in order to have time continue to go, or, you don't have to hand the ball off to a guy when you're trying to leak time off the clock. Now all you have to do is just take a knee. Well, that play doesn't gain you any yards. You might as well get rid of that one too. You might as well get rid of victory formation because that doesn't do anything but bleed time off the clock. And I feel like some people offered up this as well. They didn't get rid of the three-point shot because Steph Curry is really good at shooting three-pointers. They didn't get rid of screen passes because some teams are really good at running screen passes. They didn't get rid of the forward pass when, Sammy Baugh showed people that he was really good at throwing passes. So they might ban it at some point in time. I don't know. I don't think they should. Well, I'm biased because I'm an Eagles fan. But at the end of the day, it's a football play. Learn how to stop it. The reason why I have to go out over Jack Del Rio, going further than his political opinions, he came out during the week and was like, yeah, we need to try to find a way to stop this play, but it really isn't a football play. It's more like a rugby play. And yeah, we do think it should be banned. Hey, bro, guess what? You used that play. Your own team used that play. How embarrassing is it that the offensive line or offensive coordinator on your team used that play that you thought should have been banned and that you thought wasn't a real football play? Is Eric Bieniemy not a real football coach? Is that what you're telling me? But here's the thing, dude. You did a really, really, really good job at stopping the Eagles from running that play. In fact, the Eagles converted on that play every single time they did it. Good job. Jack Del Rio, you allowed 34 points in 4.5 quarters. Maybe you should do a better job coaching up your defense than worrying about plays whether a play should or shouldn't be legal that other teams are running. I knew that the Washington Commanders were going to lose this game when you opened up your mouth. Good job.